First, what is the meaning of Pharaoh? Pharaoh, its original meaning was great house, a royal palace in ancient Egypt. The word came to be used metonymically for the Egyptian king. There are a few known pharaohs who are said to be the first king of Egypt. One is King Narmer. Narmer is the first king and unifier of Upper and Lower Egypt. His name is translated as raging catfish. Other translations are angry, fighting, fierce, painful, furious, bad, evil, biting, menacing, and stinging. The second pharaoh is King Den. Like Narmer, he is also in the smitting pose. His name means he who brings the water. Next is another king, but he is the first king of the third dynasty. His name is Sonakt, and he is known to be the giant pharaoh. In the book of Exodus, there is Pharaoh who refuses to let go of the Israelites. The book of Exodus is not a historical event. Different cultures told the same story but told it as if it was their own creation. Could this also apply to the Egyptians? Who created this story, and why is Pharaoh nameless? And why is this same smitting pose said to mean a conquered enemy? Let's look back at the name meanings of the pharaohs. Narmer, the raging catfish. Den, he who brings the water. Sonakt, Nakhat means strong arm or giant. Pharaoh also mean great house. Could Pharaoh mean something else? Like most mythologies, is Pharaoh located in the stars? Before outside influences, the Egyptians had their own set of constellations. The giant is so large that he stretches from Aquila to the square of Pegasus. It takes the giant about 6 hours for him to rise and set. In astrology, houses or mansions are a zodiac's domain with its own influences. Pharaoh meaning great house might mean the great amount of houses he takes up. Ironically, the Babylonian Aquarius is known as the Great One and Giant. He also appears near the Egyptian giant. Below Aquarius' foot is Piscis austrinus, the southern fish. He appears to be upside down. A known fish that turns itself upside down is the catfish. Egyptians attributed rich symbolic and mythological roles to the catfish, the upside-down catfish. The catfish can be traced back to the oldest Egyptian artifact, the Narmer palette. Narmer's name is the raging or stinging catfish. The name may be symbolic to the electric catfish. Was Narmer a tyrant? Now back to the biblical Pharaoh. Pharaoh refused to let the Israelites go. According to some scholars, Egypt is the fall to winter signs. The giant is 3 months of winter. Pharaoh's heart was hardened, maybe due to being a winter constellation. The long winter months represented the Israelites' bondage. Moses is said to be the sun, and he witnessed an Egyptian about to smite a Hebrew. It could have been the sun in the winter near the giant. My conclusion is that Exodus took place as the winter signs. The giant is Pharaoh. The captives are the winter signs. These are not facts, so do your own research.